Hey there, hey there, hey there. I'm the crypto goddess Shani. Today we're going to be doing our second part of the artificial intelligence video that we had from last week. So where did we leave off? We pretty much left off where we were talking about the jobs that may be impacted and taken over by artificial intelligence, right? So during this last week, I pretty much had looked for conflicting information because, again, the point here is not necessarily to be right, but to just bring awareness to we need to be evolving, we need to be improving, we need to be upgrading our skills, right? Don't be complacent and don't kind of get comfortable, because right now is definitely not the time to be comfortable in any aspect of life, especially when it comes to our finances and taking care of our families. As you know, from the pandemic, we went in the house making a certain amount, paying a certain amount, came out paying more, and now essentially making less. I didn't receive a raise. The only raise I received is the one that I gave myself, and that's by going out and becoming an entrepreneur and learning some new skills, doing some different things, right? I during that time, went under a whole lot of different just training, mainly personal development, to be honest, because you have to think different in order to become different, in order to attract different, right? So back to artificial intelligence though, and you go to, say, search the site and you type in artificial intelligence, it'll just bring up a whole slew of just different articles about AI and just different things around the world. So let's go ahead and get into this. OpenAI CEO highlights this. No, the one I was actually looking for, let's see. Scroll down, pro Bitcoin, DeSantis tagged over fake AI photos. See, yeah, and one thing I will say about the whole AI thing is now it's so like many different ways. It's kind of fascinating actually, because as much as they want to try to scare you with it, it's really a great tool, in my opinion. However, there are, again, pitfalls just because you don't know who you can trust with this program and stuff. And my natural inclination is to always kind of be a little bit suspect, especially if I'm not the person that's doing it. I can't vouch or say what anything is for sure in that respect. I was always taught to kind of like be a journalist in that. I want to just find out and get to the truth, not necessarily just believe the first thing that I hear. So Google Cloud launches free courses to help users build their own GPT-style AI. I think that's pretty interesting. Let's go ahead and click on that. So let's see now. Google Cloud launches free courses to help users build their own GPT-style AI. The new corpus includes 9 courses and a set of labs that students can complete to earn a Google Cloud Skills Badge. Now, is it free? Probably not. But I mean, actually, hold on, let's see here. So what it says is Google Cloud recently launched a suite of free online educational courses designed to teach the fundamentals of generative artificial intelligence systems, as well as provide an introduction to the generative AI studio development environment. Okay, so basically we're back. Just had a couple of interruptions here, but we're gonna go on ahead and just plug away and plug through it. So we're gonna go back to Cointelegraph, and we were talking about artificial intelligence, and we're talking about just being informed and staying ahead of everything and staying aware and being abreast of it. Also, Google Cloud recently launched a suite of free online educational tools or courses that are designed to teach you fundamentals of AI. So you can learn generative AI at no cost. The Google Cloud Skills Boost Learning Path will teach you the foundational knowledge to understand generative AI and Google Cloud's approach to this transformative technology, which is awesome. That's actually free. So they also have new plugins to enhance productivity. I want to suggest that if you have not had an opportunity to try out Chat GPT, give it a try. It's actually fun. It's pretty fascinating because I was just like, wow, what are all the things that you can do? It's pretty dope, actually. I enjoyed it. My background is in IT, of course, but I'm thinking that if you're curious enough and you just in there just asking it a whole bunch of like, silly questions or whatever, and then you may get a spark of some sort of, inspiration or curiosity. And then you just kind of go down a rabbit hole, right? I mean, we're on YouTube or we're on different things anyhow. So, I mean, why not just try to play around with it and just kind of at least know what the hype is all about, right? I think that's kind of cool. So that is one thing that they're doing now. I actually saw an article where they were saying that, and I wanted to pull it up because pretty much all of the things they were saying were actually countered in this particular article. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and do this. I am going to do a new search here and see if I can find artificial intelligence. Let's see. We're going to go ahead and pull up AI. No, I'm going to say artificial intelligence. Take over jobs. Yeah, here we go. And so they have this one here. Let's just see. Oh, okay. So this one here was on the 28th of March, and it is from bbc.com, boyboycharlie.com. Let me just take a look at it and see what it's saying here and seeing what are some of the jobs. Okay, so employment prospects. The government is keen to promote investment in AI in the UK, which it says will ultimately, and this is a quote, ultimately drive productivity across the economy, end quote, and has tried to reassure the public about its impact. Quote, we want to make sure that AI is complementing the way we work in the UK, not disrupting it, making our jobs better rather than taking them away, end quote. And that was from the technology secretary, Michelle Donnellan. That's UK though. That's UK. So let's see but this is BBC, so that makes sense. Let's scroll down here some more and see. Lower wages. The only thing I'm sure of is that there is no way of knowing how many jobs will be replaced by generative AI. True. But at the end of the day, it's going to create more jobs, and we just have to stay ahead. I mean, it's no longer a time when we can just kind of sit back and, do something once and think that that thing is going to carry us out to the end of our lives or until we retire or whatever, because that's not how things are going these days. It's like, and most of us don't want to spend the time it takes to become a doctor or a lawyer or, something like that, like one of those professions that they give us, they teach us in school when we're going to college and trying to be like our neighbors, right? Those are not the things, like most of the people, like, I wanted to be a lawyer, right? And I have the faculties to do it. I definitely have the mouthpiece. I can definitely create, some different ways of looking at things with arguments and stuff. I just didn't want to take the time. And guess what? It came and it's continuing to keep on going. It's just about your focus and your ability to focus and really hone in on what you want and not get swayed and distracted throughout the time. So, I mean, hey, but I will say this, I am exactly where I need to be, where I want to be, because being an entrepreneur, and then too, what kind of took me back from being a lawyer, you think you're doing good and you think you're helping people, when you find out how interesting that system is, it's like, I'm going to help in a different way. I'm going to do it another way. Thank you, though. I appreciate that. I mean, it was pretty fascinating, but because you definitely want to know how to know the rules the best so that you can play the game the best, right? But yeah, I started delving into it and I was like, this is cool. But then as I've gone further and further, I'm like, wait a minute, so you mean to tell me? I was like, yeah, no, we're going to carry on. Yeah. So I would say, let's see here, employment. Where is that one article? Because they were making it seem like traders were going to be replaced, and I trade. As you know, I'm an investor and a trader, but I'm doing it for myself, not actually like at an investment firm or, like a bank. So I'm thinking that they're talking about replacing those people that do it for banks and things, which of course they do have like trading bots and other sort of robots that they're doing now, because trading is a lot with psychology, emotions, things like that. And so you have to be patient. You have to delay gratification. You have to not let what you see affect you, and you can't be swayed. Like when you get into your trade, you have to know or have done your analysis to where it doesn't really matter what you see right now. Set it, forget it, and then kind of get out. Because if not, you're sitting there looking and you're seeing the money ticking up and down, up and down. You're like, oh my God, I'm in the red. I'm this, I'm that. I'm just telling you this from experience. I've done this before, and it's just like, oh snap! And you get out too early, or you try to force something because you're being greedy, and you get in too early, and you know what I mean. And it's a whole bunch of things. Trading is one of the professions that I will say, like, it exposes who you really are. And yeah, I've been doing this now almost 2 years. And it's aspects of it. I'm a forever student. I mean, I'm not sure if you've ever gone to tradingview.com and just taking a look at all the different indicators. There's like 11,000, I don't know, thousands of them. And they work for everyone that uses them if you know how to use them properly. But then the way how I get to the end of the mountain or whatever I see on the play, you may not see that, and you may be something different. And then, and so what I love about the fact that about trading is all the infinite possibilities, right? But then that's also kind of like the same catch-22 in that there are so many possibilities. And what do you do? How do you do this? What do you do? And so because of that, I would say the best thing to do is to have a mentor. Get around people who know their stuff. Now, I don't know about you. You might be swayed by them blue screens. I'm not, because you could put in a buy and a sell at the same time. Of course, one of them is gonna go blue, and you just showing me a screen with all these blues, like, oh yeah, I'm getting money. I've seen people make things look like what they are, make things look like appear that they have a whole lot more than what they have, and they really don't got much. Not what I'm looking for anyway. You know what I mean? So my educators, the people the community that I'm in, and the people that I'm learning from, they don't have to show me how much money they have in their bank accounts in order for me to know that they know what they're talking about. The reason why that is because, number one, they will call plays and put things out there. And when I see it, like when I look at the dates and when they did these are documented, by the way, the different coins to choose from, like different projects, like calling out Matic when it was like 4 cents. And Matic has gone up to whatever, $1 or whatever. This is way back years ago, but saying all that to say, like, you catch some projects, they're catching them like when they're pennies, $1, like really. And then these things go up to be $100, like mid-cap projects and things. So I don't necessarily need to know what your bank account is when I'm seeing you made the call, this went up this much, and et cetera, et cetera. And again, you have to have a plan when you get into a trade. You have to have a plan whenever you get into any type of play like that. So as you're navigating, as that play is playing out, you know what to do at every different point in time. Because again, there are times where there are reversals, and then you have to know, okay, so then if this reverses at this level, then what do I do? You know what I mean? And just kind of knowing that based on Fibonacci, right? And so I'm excited. I really enjoy what I do. I enjoy the fact that I get to learn from some of the best in this industry. And then I also kind of get to rub shoulders from them, get to get inside their heads, and just really understand psychologically what we're doing at different times. And it's awesome. It's awesome. I see how my artificial intelligence talk went all the way into trading and investing, but I really like the fact that they were saying in that particular article, which I can't find right now, but I just figured I'd go on ahead and just speak on it anyway, because that is my industry, that is my profession, even though I'm an entrepreneur, but I invest and trade as an entrepreneur. And so saying all that to say that personally, it was good. I had to look at it because I'm like, oh, okay, shoot. Am I up? Am I up? Do I need to be, up in my skills? Of course, you always do. There's always more to know. There's always more to learn. And hopefully you'll be forever a student in life and with whatever it is that you call yourself being into. I know me personally, I owe it to myself. I owe it to my children and the future generations of my family to be the best that I can at all times. Well, most times, because I am human, but, always be striving to that point of mastery. So we're going to wrap that up now. That's pretty much my talk for artificial intelligence. I'm sure that I'll be coming on with more information, with more, I got a whole lot of stuff to talk about. I cannot wait until next week. And the topic that we're going to be talking about is pretty sick. It's one of my favorites, and I could go on and on and on and on about that particular topic. So again, I thank you for tuning in. If you like what you heard, go ahead and click subscribe if you want to hear anything else from me. And I have a special gift also for anyone who subscribes today and comments that they would like the gift. I have something for you. It's pretty dope. It's actually a list of all the different AI tools that are out, like in one comprehensive list, so you don't have to go here, there, and everywhere else. So anyhow, let me know. Comment, and I would like the free gift, and hit subscribe. And I will be seeing you soon. Until next time, I'm the Crypto Goddess, and I'll talk to you later. Take care.